Why do we learn new languages? Of course, to get new, earlier impossible opportunities in our life and careers, and therefore move to other countries with better opportunities and possibilities for our life, or just simply by staying in your country, in your mother country, but earning more because you can speak other languages. So today, guys, I'm going to tell you exactly how and where you can find jobs if you can speak fluent English. Or well, not fluent, but just some English at least. So guys, I've prepared for you three types of jobs, from the easiest ones to get to the hardest ones. So on the easiest level, you're not going to need too high level of English, like intermediate or upper intermediate would do great. Then probably you're not going to need any certification or education, or at least you're just going to need minimum of those. But as we're going to move forward, you're going to be higher in education, you're going to need certification, and of course you're going to need higher level of English. Also guys, I'm going to tell you other requirements, countries where you can work, and of course salaries, money that you can make in those countries doing this particular type of job. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And the first one is going to be teacher. Like, of course, how could I start with anything else? This is my favorite profession, I really love it, and I'm thankful to the universe that I had a chance to learn English, this beautiful language, and someday become a teacher. It opens hundreds of doors before you if you can speak fluent English and if you have some experience in teaching. Or even if you don't have any experience, you still can find job, and here's what you can do. And in this video, guys, I'm going to use my nice notebook just because there is a lot of information which I just can't memorize and put it in my head. So you can check it out, it's really nice, with some country like Italy, I guess. Oh yeah, literally, I'm stupid. It says Venice right over here, so it is Italy. And the first country we're talking about today, guys, is China. And about China, guys, I'm going to talk from my personal experience, as I had worked there for almost 4 years. Yeah, alright, I'm a little lying. I'd worked there for only 3.5 years, and last year I came back home for holidays and I couldn't get back because of the pandemic stuff. So I'm really sad now. Anyways, I went too far here, guys. Let's get going with the job. So, English teacher in Chinese kindergartens or training centers. All you need to have is probably bachelor's degree in any field just to open visa, and you need to have English on intermediate or upper intermediate level at least. Yes, it doesn't have to be advanced, like of course it's great if your level of English is advanced, but intermediate will do. I'm not saying that you will come there and they will take you right away. You will need some time for searching the job, yes? But I think in a week or two you can find anything, especially if you're an energetic and open person. That's gonna be super easy. Now, where can you work there? Well, basically in all of the major cities. Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Chengdu, Shenzhen, whatsoever. You can find jobs in all of the cities in China. The smallest city is, the lower salary will be, but still salaries are going from $2,000 and above, and that's just amazing. It's just like one of the highest levels in the world. So just go to China, guys, and work as teachers. So now, more about salaries. In little cities, as I said, you can earn 2,000 and more. In larger cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, you can get 3,000+. And for me, it sounds amazing. I can't think of anything better than this. So if I had the chance to go back to China, I would go right away, guys. And the second country in my list would be Thailand. Yes, beautiful, amazing Thailand also has teaching positions for us. So you can work basically in all of the major cities all across Thailand, but the bigger city is, the more work opportunities you're going to have. Then requirements. You're going to need TOEFL or CELTA certification. Here in Thailand is almost 100% necessary because the work is official and you are going to prove that you are a professional. So it's a little harder than in China, but it's still not too hard. Those certificates don't take a lot of money and a lot of time, so you can handle it, guys. Then salaries. So salaries here are lower than in China, of course, But just look at the pictures, guys. It's Thailand. You can work with the beaches, you can work with the sea or ocean. I'm not sure what is in Thailand. Well, anyways, it's a big plus. You can just relax, enjoy your life, don't really worry about things, and earn around $1,000 a month, which is around 30 to 40,000 Thailand baht. Moving down to number 3, and this is gonna be Vietnam. Amazing country to live in, with nice people, with amazing views, with sea and hot weather, and also with work opportunities for teachers. So you're going to work probably in the biggest cities like Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi. Of course, there are work opportunities in other smaller cities, but for the beginners, I would stick to those big cities. Where are you going to work? Probably the work is going to be in the international schools or training centers for children and adults. So, requirements. Your level of English has to be higher than for China, has to be around the same as for Thailand. It's upper intermediate and higher, because you're going to need to teach adults, and just intermediate is not enough to teach them. Certification, totally same as for Thailand. TESOL certificate, CELTA or TEFL. Any of those would be great, as well as bachelor's degree to just open your visa in any field. It doesn't have to be English, like preferable in English, but can be any field at all. Then, the best part, salary. It's around $1,000 for unexperienced teacher. So right now, if you just leave your country, go to Vietnam, your salary is going to be around $1,000. But as you get more experience, 1 year, 2 years, and so on, your salary can grow from $1,200 to $2,100. And for me, it sounds great. You live in a beautiful country with a high salary. Just go there, guys. Now everyone, let's travel from Asia to South America. And the first country here we're talking about is Argentina. You can find work as an English teacher there. So you're going to work in all of the major cities like Buenos Aires, Mendoza, or Rosario. I hope I pronounced them right. Sorry if not, guys. Then, requirements. You're going to need any certification, same as for Thailand and Vietnam. So, CELTA, remember, TESOL or TEFL. Then you're going to need upper intermediate and higher level of English, and also bachelor's degree in any field, just to open your visa. It's not for work, but to open your visa. So if it's in English, it's amazing, and it's going to be even easier to find job and open visa for you. But if it's in something else, it's still fine. You just need certification that proves that you are an English teacher. And the best part, salaries. So salaries here are not as high as in previous countries, so it goes from $600 to $1,200. It's still great, as the cost of living in Argentina and like in whole of the South America is not too high, so you can still enjoy your life and, well, buy anything you want there for this salary. So this is amazing salary. You can enjoy beaches again, you can enjoy weather, and still earn enough money to enjoy your life. Moving down to Brazil, one of the most beautiful countries out there, not only in South America, but in the world at all. I like it very much. So here you can work in, again, major cities like São Paulo, I guess, and Brasilia. There are of course more, but those are just 3 that I memorized. Then, where exactly can you work? So there are training centers, again, there are international and local schools which need foreigners, and business centers. But for business centers, you need really high level of English, because it's for adults which already have high level of English. So here you're going to need advanced. But for the other ones, you're just going to need upper intermediate again. And for Brazil, you are preferably going to need certificate TEFL. So CELTA and TESOL are also fine, but preferable here is TEFL. I have no idea why. Then salaries go from $700 to $1,300. Of course, if you get more experience, you can earn more, but this is basic salary if you're a beginner. Alright everybody, so we're done with the teachers. Now the next job is going to be a tour guide. And the good part about being a tour guide is that you can find job anywhere in the world, including your home country, even your hometown if you don't want to move anywhere. Of course, your hometown has to be some historical spot where tourists like to come, visit and see whatsoever. If it's not, you're going to need to move somewhere else, but still there are opportunities in your country as well as in the other countries in the world. So requirements here, I would say, are lower than for teachers, like in some parts. Some countries and some positions are going to require you to have bachelor's, not in any field, but in tourism field, which is not too easy if you don't already have it. But usually all you're going to need is bachelor's degree again in any field, and fluent level of English. This is the most important part here, and if your English is fluent, that's a great point to begin. Alright everybody, so my notebook is back, and now it is going to help us to check out the salaries of tour guides in different countries all over the world. Here we're mostly going to be talking about money, as requirements are almost same for all over the world. Some companies, even in the same country, require you to have bachelor's in tourism or just any bachelor's. Some don't require any degree at all. No certification, no degree, nothing. So basically, the most important part here is to have fluent English. That's the point to begin, and then of course it's better to have some degree, especially in tourism. Now let's go all over the countries. So first we're talking about Europe. Portugal, around $1,000 plus. Of course, with experience you can get up to $2,000, but that has to be like really long experience, and you have to search a lot for this type of job. Next one is Germany. Germany pays well. You can get more than $2,500. For me, it's amazing. And of course, in all of those countries, guys, you're going to work in the major cities. So you can have everything you need. Like in Germany, you're going to work in Berlin, in Frankfurt, or anything like that. And well, it's really comfortable cities to live in. You can have everything you want and you need there. And the work opportunities are great. Moving on. France. France is over $1,500. Russia doesn't pay too much, but it pays, I'd say, all right. So you can get more than $600. Especially, guys, it is better if you can speak the local language too, as well as English. So for Portugal, if you can speak Portuguese. For Germany, German. For Russia, Russian, whatsoever. Yeah, this is clear. Moving on. The last one for Europe is gonna be Poland. Poland is $800 to $1,000. So I would say all over the Europe, it's around $1,000, $1,500, and that's decent. Well, it's not really a lot to live in such countries as, I don't know, in Portugal or France, but it is pretty much enough to have a good and decent life there. Moving down to South America. And in South America, you can find job in all of the countries as well, but mostly in Brazil and Argentina, because those are big and most tourists are going there. So Brazil, salaries are around $450. I know it's not a lot, but for Brazil, I'd say it's enough to live there. Of course, you're not going to put any money to bank and you're not going to save anything, but to just enjoy your life, stay at the beach in your free time and work in the other time, that's pretty much enough. Then Argentina pays more. Argentina is around $700. So I'd go to Argentina if I had to choose in South America. Then let's go to North America, and here I'm only going to talk about Mexico because it's the biggest country there and most tourists are there. So in Mexico you can earn around $500 to $600, and that's decent. For Mexico it's amazing. You can afford everything you want, you can afford everything you need, and have a nice job with speaking English. Yes. The last one we're going to be talking about here is Asia. In Asia, guys, you can work in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Vietnam, well, in Cambodia, in every country there, because those are good tourist spots. In Thailand, for instance, you can earn around $500 without any experience. Remember, guys, those are salaries without experience. If you got experience, you can get more. Moving on. Then, in Malaysia, you can get around $700. In Indonesia, $600 and more. So remember, if you have already worked as a tour guide, if you have good experience over 2 years, then you can get more than all of the numbers that I said. But those are for beginners. So if you have never tried anything like that, this is your starting point, the money that I said. And now moving down to the hardest jobs to get. But don't be afraid, guys. Any job is possible to get if you're trying hard enough. So This is interpreter and translator. Interpreter is the person that translates what two people are talking to each other if they can't understand each other's language. Yes, so you're an interpreter, you're going to help them understand each other. And translator is almost same, but they are not translating what people are saying. They are basically working with texts. They are translating books, newspapers, magazines, and other texts. I don't know which ones exactly. So here you're going to need to have bachelor's degree in English or master's degree in English, which is even better, and it's going to be easier for you to find job later if you have master's degree. Your English, of course, has to be advanced, has to be on advanced level, because you know it's really a responsible job, it's really important job. You need to know a lot of terminology, a lot of vocabulary. You have to have good grammar. You need to know a lot of idioms and phrases. So yeah, this is important job, this is responsible job, and if you have degree in English, you can apply for that. And that is one more important thing, guys, I forgot to mention, and that is that you need to be able to speak other language, except for English, of course. You need to translate from one language to another one, yes? So it can be your mother language, but if it's not popular enough, if it's some small country which nobody else is using, that's gonna be a little tough to find job for you. But if you can speak one of these popular languages, it's gonna be much easier for you. So these are Spanish, very popular, Portuguese, also popular, Chinese, one of the most popular ones. If you can speak Chinese and English, you're good. Japanese, also great. Russian, there are a lot of countries that can speak Russian and you can find job there for sure. So if you can speak one of these languages and English, you're good. You can find job easily, well, maybe not so easily as I say, but still without too much trouble. Now let's have a particular look at the countries and languages that you need to speak. So if you can speak Spanish and English, you can try working in Argentina. Beautiful country in South America, hot with good climate, with great ocean. So you can earn around $800 plus. Again, this is basic salary. If you have experience, if you have degree, if you have certificates, you can get much more. So this is basic salary without any experience. Then if you can speak Portuguese, you can go to work to Brazil. Salaries around $650. I know it's a little lower than in Argentina, but still for me sounds great enough, so you can just go ahead and work in Brazil for this money. Next one, if you can speak Russian, you can go to Russia, of course, or any country, post-Soviet countries, yes, and you're going to earn around $700 to $1,000. This salary is for Russia. If you go to other post-Soviet countries, I don't know how much you're going to earn, but for Russia, it's $7,000 to $1,000 for interpreters, yes. Next one, Chinese, my favorite country, like almost my favorite country in the world. In China, you can earn $2,000 plus. Great salary, I know. So if you can speak Chinese, you're good. But Chinese is one of the hardest languages out there, so this is why the salary is so high. Next one, Japan. And this is gonna be the best point for today. If you can speak Japanese and English, you can earn more than $3,500 because Japan pays really well. So see, learn Japanese, learn English, go to Japan and earn a lot of money. This is just like, I would say, a golden spot. Now guys, please leave the comments down below about the jobs and places in the world where you would like to work, or if you're already working on one of the positions that I said today, then leave a comment too. I would be really grateful and interested to read your comments. I will read all of them, like all of them, and answer to all of them, guys, if those are questions, of course. And this is gonna be it for today, guys. Now please leave your precious likes if you watched until here. That's just amazing, really. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.